Let's see, seriously. Alright. See the airplane. Of course, with this regular fork, it would be very dire and not likely to get Andromeda to look very good. I don't think you can do it unless you attach higher ISO and or take slower frame rate and or a faster lens may also matter. And you see it's going to the right, here's Andromeda galaxy. You can see it looks like a faint fuzzy that dot that's to the lower right, that one right there. Anyway, I find it neat that you can with 30 frames per second with a Nikon D5, which has 3.2 some million ISO. It's so light sensitive, granted at that resolution is higher resolution than 2K for a different camera, Canon camera. That one gets about either 4 or 4.5 million ISO. Forgetting right now, I think it's maybe just 4 million. And the thing is that you can make a sacrifice to bigger pixels still, because they're both a full frame chip. The 2K has bigger pixels, yeah. And if you were undersampled with the Nikon D5, you'd be even more undersampled with that Canon camera. I don't even try to remember what model number is. It's sort of a complex, longer model number, and it's expensive. And if this one gets bad noise at the highest setting, but I don't know, the thing is, the Nikon D5 has a kind of nice resolution, but it could be better, and they're making better almost all the time. I can't wait until they have 3 to 5 million ISO and 8K quality, or higher resolution and light sensitivity. So, Andromeda is capable of the galaxy using high ISO, 30.7 million. At 30 frames per second, and this is just some of the equation of BITRD, which is an exposure equation that the brightness and the ISO and the time and the, I think R might be the F number, and D is attenuation of any filter. I wasn't running to try to take a look at the guy who wanted to see the car that went by. But then I realized if someone was watching, they could be probably they didn't know. But there's a lot of dew on the grass this morning, which happens as we prepare for winter, which is what is happening. Here's Venus in the east and Jupiter. If I zoom out and find Jupiter in the becoming west, and it's beyond the meridian to the west. Jupiter is, and this is about 5 to 6 in the morning. You can tell that at about 6, it's getting later now when it takes for the sun's light to be noticeable from, from here as we're getting closer to winter time. Of course, in the winter, the sun rises at about most of 8 in the morning and sets about 5 p.m. But that includes daylight savings time that we fell back an hour. I don't know if daylight is either on or off. I forget. But the Orion looks really good. The seeing of it, steady stars, and it looks real beautiful. And to the lower left is Sirius. And I think it's crazy that, I live in this elderly person subdivision here at Grandview, and everybody here thinks I'm a nut or something, that I will get older, my health will get worse, for all I know. And if it does, and I don't do astrophotography later on in my life, I know there was a man and woman couple who walked by, and I heard them talking about like planets and something, and they weren't like talking to me. The female was talking that subject, and I guess he had the common decency, so it seemed I was extra a little amped up on paranoia, wondering if they were talking about me. But I mean, he wasn't talking about me because he wasn't trying to sound loud, but she was the one who was talking about that subject as they walked by. And I thought, they both had gray hair. I don't want to be rude because, there's laws even against some forms of rudeness. Where it actually crosses a line, it can sort of be physically measured. And the other voice is some kind of officer or Kenny or whoever. In my opinion, they need some. They're always looking for a behind to bust. Earlier, I have to. Let God and let. No, we don't even. Doing nothing is what's required. So, like that requires shutting and forgetting. And yeah, they marked in our grass or something, but if they don't remove it by the time they have to mow, you're gonna find that they're gonna be threatening to mow over their flags or something. but I don't know. They're probably going to try to coordinate something there. Hopefully, I don't know. But the local people, some white trucks went around. A guy opened a manhole cover down our road here. And they had these things that they were markings on the road, put flags in the grass with yellow flags, some of them. And I think they're marking to put another high-speed internet cable, for all I know, in. I know one other people, they had to tap off the power pole, not the real power up above, data cable and all that underneath it. And when they got ours, they had to put it underneath the sidewalk, and I didn't know how they did that. And they somehow, I don't know how they take it through the ground without tearing up the grass. I think that's a special feat. Yeah. I don't even know how they do that. I wish I had the patience and decency to either ask or find out. They only mainly care about letting you know if you have sanity and you're going to function to do the work, I guess. And I found out, by the way, that CSX is the train line that you hear blasting their horn through here. They go between some point east of here all the way to Gary, Indiana, and Chicago. But they go up through here, through Bremen. And yeah, there's police and different things. Almost always another bit. See, it went through. You can see it through that gap in the fence over there. I knew they were going by because I saw their headlights that came out of the road that the Mosers are in. Well, talk to you later, I guess. Turn this movie off. See, I found out, though I turned the Nikon D5 off, that's what I meant. But I found out that the Nikon D5 can only record 4 minutes at a time, which equals 4 gigabytes. With a 4K movie, which is pushing a little much the bandwidth, in my opinion, because though, you know, the bandwidth per unit, amount of space used per unit time on 8K would be, you would think, would be 4 times as much, but in reality, whether it's compression or whatever's going on, they can make it smaller amounts. It's not always a bona fide multiply out each time by 4, but it is an overall increase each 2 to the NK that you go up 4 times overall pixels of the N before dimension. Overall pixel. There's Alnatak, Alnalam, and Mintic. I'm using the tree as a shade. Now you can see the lower left star down here. It's real dim. There's the lower left star. And M measure 1 is up here somewhere, but wouldn't be able to see it. It's little and dim. The Crab Nebula. Well, even though this has a low bandwidth of only 4K movie, it's going over about 15 minutes starting soon, and I need to draw an end to. But thank you for listening. God bless you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye. See you all later. Bye.